It says it's streaming.
Hey, Jamie!
I like him as a person and not as teacher. Goes class. No, because in my final grade it's like 50%. I failed English by 1 point. I'm surprised that I was chemistry because I was I think chem unless I diet. Yeah, I think his parents didn't get him like that helpful thing.
Good evening. Parents, family members, and friends. Before we begin, will you please silence your cell phones? An additional note. At the end of the ceremony, please remind your students to return their stoles to the field to receive their official diploma. At this time, will you please rise to welcome the 2019 graduates to our commencement ceremony. Hello and welcome to the Apollo Ridge 2019 commencement ceremony. At this time, please remain standing. Gentlemen, remove your caps and join the class of 2019 in the national anthem, led by your senior graduate, Molly Toll.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red fire, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Wow, that was incredible. At this time, I would like to have a moment of silence to reflect on the family and friends who are not with us today, but have had an impact on who we are. Thank you. Please be seated. As principal of Apollo Ridge Senior High School, it gives me great pleasure to welcome you, the parents, the families, and the friends of these seniors, the graduating class of 2019. We are here tonight to honor the distinguished class for their accomplishments throughout their high school years. These young men and women have worked diligently for 13 years and are now ready to advance to greater challenges. The students who sit before you have represented Apollo Ridge Senior High School and the Apollo Ridge community with pride and distinction. Sorry. It has been my honor as principal to be associated with them and to work with them over the last few years. On behalf of the faculty and staff of Apollo Ridge Senior High School, I want to thank you, their parents, for trusting us to work with you and your children for so many years. Tonight, we are returning them to you as educated young men and women, ready to forge ahead and face their bright future. There is a group of students that I would like to recognize before we continue the ceremony. Would all the graduating students who are going into the military services please rise for a very well-deserved round of applause. Yes, thank you. Would all those students who are graduates of Lenape please rise and be recognized as well? I would also like for our students who are members of our National Honor Society to be stand and recognized. We are fortunate this evening to be joined by many of our elementary, middle, and high school faculty and staff. Would all the faculty and staff members in attendance please stand to be recognized for all of your influence and hard work shaping these graduates. also like to recognize the senior class advisors, Andy Jones, Jamie Biller, and Kelly Shute, whose tireless efforts give each graduating class a high school experience they will never forget. In addition, I would like to show my appreciation to Mr. Virag, our band director, and Ms. Pouncic, our chorus director, for tonight's music. Additionally, I would like to acknowledge our middle school principal and curriculum director, Travis Barta, our safety director and student services coordinator, John Skiba, our athletic director, Ray Bartha, our special programs, Chris Clark, elementary principal, Courtney Anderson, superintendent, Dr. Matt Kirchie, assistant superintendent, Jenny Ivory, I just want to make sure I got everybody there. We are also privileged to have in attendance members of the Apollo Ridge School Board, Mr. Greg Prim, Mr. Forrest Schultz, Mr. Paul King, and Ms. Sue Wenkowski. It is now my pleasure to introduce Dr. Matt Kirchie.
Members of the board, members of the administration, faculty, staff, parents, community members, and most importantly, class of 2019, thank you for the honor of being allowed to address the fine group of young men and women that we have sitting before us this evening. When we look across this field tonight, we'll see individuals who represent different traits, various skills, and a number of accomplishments. Students who work diligently to achieve high grades and master content, performers with wonderful singing voices, instrumental talents, the ability to transform into different characters through acting, or athletes who gave their all in order to represent their school and themselves with pride. There are students who prepared and served at events such as the Life Skills Prom, who played a part in designing and building new structures in and around the campus, or who made a difference in their own lives by coming to school each day to get to this stage despite facing difficult odds or circumstances. Parents and family members, you may still see that little boy or girl who has grown up before your eyes, and you wonder how that time has gone by so quickly. There's no doubt that the class of 2019 is an exceptional one. And as the 50th group ever to walk across the stage as graduates of Apollo Ridge High School, I could not imagine a better representation of what makes our district so special and why we are so proud of our school community. What makes me most proud about being part of the Apollo Ridge family is I believe we work with people with really good hearts, and I would put our students up against anyone for their politeness, respect, and ability to treat others with kindness. Our kids smile, they say good morning, they hold the door for other people before entering themselves. They ask if they can help. They seek opportunities to be of value to others, and they take pride in their school. I'm so proud of the class of 2019 because they have served as terrific role models for the rest of the school by doing all of these things. They've made school a fun place to be and made already enjoyable events such as plays, games, and concerts all the more fun to attend simply because they're such fun kids to cheer for. Class of 2019, you're getting ready to close a very important chapter of your life. No doubt there's some sadness and some anxiety, but I'm sure a feeling of excitement as well. You should be excited. Though you've accomplished much and enjoyed a terrific high school career, you have your whole life in front of you. But while many people may tell you that these are the best days of your life, in all likelihood they are not, and the best is yet to come. Take all the great friends and the memories that you've made so far, and then add to that all of the new friends that you'll meet and grow close to during college, service in the military, or in the workplace. Someday you may meet your future spouse, have children, and enjoy a family of your own while still enjoying the family you grew up with. I can tell you honestly, I have as much fun as much fun as I had playing sports and participating in events during my school years, it's way more fun to watch my own kids participate. God willing, you will have an opportunity to work in a field that matches your passions and interests. You'll have a home you can call your own and share each day with the love of your life, who is also your best friend. Yes, class of 2019, the fun is just beginning. When you leave the halls of Apollo Ridge, however, please do take caution that the world at large may not always share the same kindness and positivity that you've expressed or experienced here in Valhalla. Very sadly, common courtesy is often the exception and not the rule. The smile that you give so readily here each day may not always be returned. People may not rush to hold the door for you. People may look at you like you're crazy if you go out of your way to help or say a kind word to them. Be that as may, I sincerely hope that you still go the extra mile anyway, that you take time to be nice to others, and that you always choose kindness when you have the opportunity to do so. Too often in our world today, there are people looking for any chance to criticize another. Somehow it feels good to them to make negative comments on social media, to write articles that point out the bad in others, or to focus on things that really make no difference in the grand scheme of life. The only thing the media loves more than building up a hero nowadays is to tear one down, and you can hardly take a step out of your home without someone waiting to judge you. Class of 2019, please strive to be the positive light, the change in the world that we so desperately need. We can't change the world all at one time, but we can do it a little bit at a time, when someday that caring and kindness becomes the norm once again. A good friend of mine once passed along a quote from Mother Teresa, and I have it hanging in my office so I can look at it as a reminder when necessary. I've shared it with different groups before, and I want to share it now with all of you. It reads, "People are often unreasonable, irrational, and self-centered. Forgive them anyway. If you are kind, people may accuse you of selfish, ulterior motives. Be kind anyway. If you're successful, you will win some unfaithful friends and some genuine enemies. Succeed anyway. If you are honest and sincere, people may deceive you. Be honest and sincere anyway. What you spend years creating, others could destroy overnight. Create anyway. If you find serenity and happiness, some may be jealous. Be happy anyway. The good that you do today will often be forgotten. Do good anyway. Give the best you have, and it may never be enough. Give your best anyway. In the final analysis, it's between you and God. It was never between you and them anyway." These sentiments are a terrific encouragement to stay the course and to not be afraid of doing great things or live the way we're supposed to live because of what others may think. Over the years, you've heard us preach about Viking pride, but maybe never really heard a definition of what that means. I don't know if we ever really have coined a textbook definition of Viking pride, as it can take a lot of different shapes and forms. One thing I do know, however, is that it's not based on trying to be better than anyone else or winning the approval of others. Viking pride is about being the best that you can be and using the gifts and talents that you've been blessed with to the best of your ability. It's not about putting anyone down, but rather picking them up when they are in need. To the class of 2019, and in just a few more moments, fellow Apollo Ridge graduates, I want to thank you for all you have done for our school community. The Viking pride you've displayed means so much, and I am truly personally proud of each and every one of you. You've made Apollo Ridge a truly special place to be, and I wish you all the absolute best in your endeavors. Please always remember, you are a Viking for life, and we are always here to support you, and will always be cheering for you. Thank you very much, and best of wishes.
I now have the great honor of introducing tonight's two commencement speakers, our valedictorian, Dominic Chicola, and salutatorian, Elizabeth Penrose. Please welcome to the podium, Dominic Chicola.
Good evening. It's a privilege to represent my peers
the members of the Apollo Ridge class of 2019 at our commencement. To start, I'd like to recognize and honor a classmate of ours who cannot be here this evening. I ask us all to join in a moment of silence for our classmate Levi Shellhammer, who tragically passed away last December. We will remember you always. On another note, I want to extend a warm welcome to everyone in the audience tonight for coming to see Apollo Ridge High School's 50th graduating class. We finally made it. Now, on behalf of the senior class, I want to thank every teacher, administrator, and staff member at the Apollo Ridge School District for not only teaching and mentoring us, but also for being our friends. Most importantly, though, I want to thank our friends, family, and loved ones for not only being there in our proudest moments, but our lowest as well. I especially want to thank my mother for making me learn to read and write in elementary school, even when I only wanted to do math problems. Thanks, Mom. But on a more serious note, we are all here to celebrate the accomplishments of the individuals on this field. It was their strong work ethic, their studying, and their commitment to academics that allowed them to be here tonight. What makes this fact even more astounding is that each and every one of these students on this field is deeply involved outside of school with extracurricular activities, sports, and community service. Frankly, seeing the amount of activities that we have been involved in is astonishing. After all, there is a reason that many teachers have remarked that this graduating class is one of the most memorable classes that will ever attend the Apollo Ridge High School. Hence, let us take a moment to give a round of applause to the graduating seniors on this field tonight for all they have accomplished. As I look at the graduating seniors tonight, I see many people eager to explore life, experience new places, and travel the world. I see people seeking the next challenge, thrill, or adventure in life. I also see people who are beyond ready to lose the cap and gown, move to Palm Beach, Florida, and start sipping out of a coconut. I want to impart these people, even those who want to remain here, a message. Don't forget home. Whether that may be your house, your school, your town, your country, your state, your friends, or your family, however you define home, it will always be your home. Home means the place you were raised and taught. Home means the place where you became the person you are and will be. Home means the place where you're sitting in the bleachers at a football game with a hot dog in your hand and a drink at your feet, almost knocking it over as you're shouting and cheering with the crowd, not really caring who's winning or losing the game, just simply that you're having a good time. Honestly, home is the Apollo Ridge School District, its people, and its culture. Take pride and strength from that home. Few people outside of this area will understand what it meant to be raised in a small, rural, coal town and yet receive one of the most profound educations. Few people will understand the unity that we have when a fellow student gets cancer or loses his or her home. Sincerely, this area has been a special place inside each and every one of us. Therefore, your home will always be an undeniable and integral part of you, no matter where you go or what you will do. It will undoubtedly give you identity in the world. Why is this important, you may ask? Well, it's important because everyone on this field tonight is so unique and special in his or her own fashion. It would be a travesty to forget who you are and from where you come. After all, no one from New York City to Smallsville, Kansas understands the camaraderie developed after spending a long night after the musicals and plays at the pub. No one else grasps the same meaning of what football season in Owensville brings about around every fall each year. No one else understands the excitement of ballot classes. No one else gets the humor of taping pictures of Mr. Consuegra to every conceivable surface of the high school. Only your home has given you these connections that shaped you into who you are today. Hence, that is the reason that I am telling you to remember from where you come. Not only is this a special place full of one-of-a-kind memories and feelings that will never leave you, but rather, it serves as your foundation onto which to build the rest of your character and life on, because it is so powerfully tied with your character. As Jesus said in his parable of the sower, only seeds that have the beginning in good soil will ever bear fruit. Accordingly, if you erase what you have learned from your origins, you're no longer the seed in the good soil. You will wilt in the sun or blow away in the wind, instead of becoming the beautiful person you were destined to be. What you will do is because of what you have already done here in the Apollo Ridge School District and the walls beyond. For instance, there is no better example to see how to practice this than President Lyndon B. Johnson. President Johnson grew up poorer than poor in a small rural town in Texas that always called his home, despite all of his shortcomings. As he entered a bustling world of politics in his 40s, he never forgot what that home meant to him. As a result, by the end of his term as president, he declared war on poverty and enacted America's largest crusade to end it, just because he never forgot from where he came. However, I'm not trying to say go back to your home, snap a photo, and tack a life-size image to your wall, although I do admit, if you want to, you can do that. Despite where you will eventually settle, each and every one of you need to experience life in all its grandeur and glory for yourself. All I am reminding you to do is to never lose your identity in the process. For better or worse, what you have done here is an integral part of you. As a result, you use these events, friendships, experience, and knowledge to carve out your niche in life, no matter which part of the country or world that may take you. If you do so, then you will become the person that God intended you to be. And so, I ultimately want to conclude by reiterating, never forget your roots. Whereas life is largely a question of who you are, what you will do, and where you will go, remember from where you originated. Your home allows you not only to answer the question of life, but to actually be the answer. Hence, embrace the brave new world. Embrace your future triumphs. Embrace the changes that may ensue. Only, never forget your home and how it has shaped you into the extraordinary person you are today and will be in the future. To the graduating class of 2019, thank you for always being my friends. I will never forget you.
Please welcome to the podium, Elizabeth Penrose.
Good evening, students, faculty and staff, administration, board of directors, family, friends, and most importantly, members of the Apollo Ridge class of 2019. I would like to thank each and every one of you for joining us tonight and celebrating the class of 2019's achievements. Also, thank you to everyone to help to make this night possible. To the parents and members of the audience, thank you for not only supporting us tonight as we walk across this stage, but for being there for us in the years that we have walked through the halls of Apollo Ridge. I especially want to extend a sincere thank you to my family, especially my mother and father, friends, and loved ones, for helping me to become the woman that I am today. I could not have done any of this without you. To the teachers, thank you for encouraging all of us to succeed in the classroom. Thank you for the life lessons that we will take with us in our lives beyond the walls of high school, and for the memories that you have helped each of us create. Administrators, staff members, and everyone else who has influenced me in the class of 2019, thank you for getting us this far in our lives and for helping us finalize one chapter of our journeys here at the Apollo Ridge High School. Now, as for the class of 2019, we finally made it. Personally, I could not have asked for a better graduating class with which to begin and end this adventure. Thank you for making my years of elementary, middle, and high school unforgettable. I feel as if I can speak on behalf of many here that this class has made an impact at Apollo Ridge and will surely be missed. This year has undoubtedly seen seen many accomplishments of which we should all be proud. Hence, I want to take a moment to acknowledge a few of these feats that we have experienced through our high school journey. For instance, the athletes among us have made countless playoff appearances, sent 2 individuals to the WPIAL and PIAA state playoffs for track and field, and had 1 individual play in a national championship hockey game, have been selected as representatives for multiple all-star teams, such as the Indiana Optimist, the Cager Classic, and the NFBD, and achieved the seemingly impossible. In addition, the talented individuals performing on the auditorium stage for plays and musicals have offered us 4 great years of astounding shows. The community service that this group of students completed continued to amaze individuals, not only within school, but also those throughout the community. Also, the intelligence and determination among this class is incredible. However, our journey this year extended beyond the walls of Apollo Ridge. We've even traveled from the steps of our nation's capital to the grandest towers of our biggest city, as the class of 2019 has already begun to leave footprints at the Capitol Building, Ground Zero Memorial, and around the world. But this is just the beginning of something so much bigger for us. Remember, a journey with 1,000 miles begins with a single step. As we take our first steps as post-high school graduates, understand that the future ahead is full of impossibilities and opportunities alike. Take a moment to look back on your high school career. We have spent years of our lives together, and in those years, we have all made different choices. From the classes we took, to the clubs we joined, the sports we played, and the friends we made. Our journeys through high school have varied. Yet we have all failed, and we have all succeeded. We have experienced the good and the bad. And we have made memories together that will last forever. I assure you that we will never forget winning the Spirit Award for Battle of the Classes each year, this year's senior picnic, rushing to get accelerated reader points at the last minute, and tonight especially. These memories will last even as many of us follow different dreams, and as we embark on this new journey. Even though this is the end of one leg of a journey full of indelible moments, the road ahead is long and bright. Tonight marks the beginning of a new adventure and a fresh start. Some of us will pursue degrees, while others will enter the workforce or join the armed forces. Yet, no matter where life takes you, I genuinely hope that you will all succeed in your future endeavors, no matter what difficulties you face. This is the home of our beginning, but also an end to one of many experiences each of you will encounter. Trust me, no one said these new experiences will be easy. But life is a journey filled with opportunities, hardships, and heartaches. Ultimately, everyone fails, but it is not the failure that shapes your character. How you respond to the challenges that you encounter will mold you into a strong person with admirable confidence, as it has for these previous years. Yet, even in these times of doubt, remember that life is like a road full of bends and bumps. Sometimes we feel as if we are lost, or we feel the need to pull over and take a moment. However, these inconveniences do not mean that the road is impossible to navigate. We reach one destination, and we travel to the next. Life is a journey to be experienced, not necessarily a problem to be solved. Ursula K. Le Guin once said, "It is good to have an end to journey toward, but it is the journey that matters in the end." With that, I'm proud to say that all of us are ready to navigate and explore this next chapter of our lives. I assure you that all of us are at least ready to receive our diplomas. The best advice I can give to you, my friends, is find what makes you happy and pursue it with passion. As Mr. Mito used to say, live every day by day, and inch by inch. Be thankful for those who surround you, make the best out of every situation, and most importantly, never forget to have a little fun. After all, our lives are what we make of them. Everyone is full of potential, and we are all capable of overcoming the obstacles that we will face. And we will face many, many obstacles. This is life. Moreover, this is also an end signaling a new beginning. Do not expect everyone to understand your journey, especially if he or she has not walked your path. Therefore, I leave you with this final thought. The joy is in the journey. So make your journey yours. When I think back to my first day in Miss Kutch's kindergarten class as a quiet and anxious 5-year-old, I never thought tonight would come so soon. Now, just look at us. I stand here before what used to be a group of strangers and call them lifelong friends. These graduates are the friends that I've met along life's road who have helped me appreciate my journey. I will truly miss each and every one of you, and I wish you the best of luck in your futures. Thank you for your time and consideration, and finally, Congratulations once again to Apollo Ridge High School's 50th graduating class of 2019.
That was amazing. I know as an 18-year-old, I would never have been able to do that. I can't do that as a 35-year-old now. I'm truly impressed. As a matter of fact, I have a speech here. Pretty much everything that's been said covers what I said. I'm not going to do my speech because I mean, it wasn't that bad. But I always end up coming up here and speaking from the heart because that's much more of an impression for me onto you. You've had me for the past few years, and I preach to you all the time. I tell you, hey, do this, do that. Do what you gotta do. And you know what? You did. You did it better than I could have ever imagined. Athletics, musicals, band, classrooms. You did it all so well. So much better than I could have possibly told you to do. And I love you for that. I really do. You made my life so easy because I never had to discipline. I never had to drag you here. You guys were absolutely amazing. And I gotta be honest with you, I think a lot of it has to do with the people sitting here because they've made you into the people you are, the teachers, the parents. I raised my children, and I hope to raise them to be people like you because I want my kids to be the people you are. Example, they asked me permission for senior pranks. That is unbelievable to me. I appreciate the men and women you are because I'm sure you learned a tremendous amount in the classroom. I learned from you. I learned from you that that's important just as much as being a good person. Dr. Gertz, you said it. You open the door for people. You say thank you. You say please. That is irreplaceable. Like I said, I want to raise my kids to be people like you. And there is no greater compliment I can give you. You guys make fun of me all the time. I love you, it hurts. I love you so much, it hurts. It's true. Because I'm so proud of you. You're gonna walk across the stage, and I'm sure you're saying, Mr. Swagger, please stop so we can do this. You're gonna walk across the stage as graduates. That is a feat. That is something impressive, okay? And you know what's impressive about it? You expected it to happen. It was unacceptable not to happen. That's the way you should take life. If you're gonna do something, you're gonna do it all the way. Don't get me wrong, there will be bumps in the road, but that's okay. To be honest with you, it probably makes you better. When you trip, get up, and I have no doubt you will. When you fail, you will continue. I know you will. I know the people you are. I am impressed by the people you are. Continue to be the people you are, because you will be successful. Thank you guys very much. I really appreciate it. Dr. Gertz, members of the Apollo Ridge School Board, it is with pride that I present to you the class of 2019. As principal of Apollo Ridge Senior High School, I hereby certify that all present have met the academic requirements for graduation as set forth by the Department of Education and by the Apollo Ridge School District. It is with great satisfaction that I recommend all of these students to receive their high school diploma. Before we begin the presentation of the class of 2019, I would ask the cooperation of the audience and senior class to withhold your applause and other expressions of excitement until the names of the class of 2019 have been presented for graduation. Please remember that these seniors have worked 13 years to arrive to this point, and their loved ones will only hear their name announced if you hold your applause until the appropriate time. Thank you for your cooperation. Presenting the class of 2019 will be Chris Clark, our Director of Special Programs.
Will the first row of graduates please rise? Dominic Salvatore Cicola. Elizabeth Ann Penrose. Trent Michael Arduino. Curtis Michael Arner. Emily Lynn Barber. Audrey Lana Barnes. Travis Ray Baylor. Cheyenne Michael Beneman. Parker John Berry. Jeremy Alexander Birch. Michael Elijah Booker. Jessica Dawn Boop. Kyle Lucas Bowman. Allison Nicole Calderon. Carlos Daniel Baines. Cody Allen St. Antoine. Let's have a round of applause for our first row of graduates. Will the second row of graduates please rise? Molly Ann Charlton. Joshua James Sibick. Jacob E. Clark. Emily Michelle Clayton. Marina Rose Cacaro. Ethan Alexander Cooper. Dustin Charles Crane. Eric John Dean Jr. Alexandra Marie DeRusha. Jeremiah Michael Downs. Dakota Richard Dudley. Elijah Paul Saxon Eckenrode. Nicholas Andrew Fisher. Alexander S. Gamble. Lila Ann Glass. Devin D'Artagnan Greenawalt. Let's have a round of applause for our second row graduates. Will the third row of graduates please rise? Jaden Montgomery Greenawalt. Kane David Gergrick. Jay Harbarger. Kent Lee Harkleroad. Autumn Lynn Harrison. Abigail Ray Held. Garrett David Johnston. Ashley Marie King. Zachary James Kostolansky. Noah Andrew Leonarski. Elena Marie Marcinetti. Madison Lynn Mazak. Marquis Elena Mazza. Zachary Brian McDivitt. Jacob Robert McMaster. Bradley James Milko. Let's have a round of applause for our third row graduates. Will the fourth row of graduates please rise? Kylie Lynn Miller. Madeline Danae Moore. Thomas G. Moore. Noelle Elizabeth Murphy. Melanie Dawn Nacy. Claudia Rose Nothnagel. Devin Allen Palmer. Zachary Robert Penrose. Zachary Michael Poydens. Hannah Lee Pizzuto. Jamie Lee Rearick. Corey P. Renwick. Samantha Ray Rittenauer.
Did you like it? You're kind of like that. Okay. I think you're just like...
Preston James Sadler. Madison L. Sapinski. Cameron R. Shaw. How about a round of applause for our fourth row? Will the fifth row of graduates please rise? Benjamin Matthew Sievers. Natalie Rose Schaefer. Chloe Ann Schaefer. Garrett Andrew Shaner. Sydney Alexis Schaefer. Hayden Pierce Shedlock. Nathan Christopher Shirley. Dylan Mackenzie Snyder. Jordan Matthew Sowers. Brian D. Sproat. Hannah Marie Suman. Megan Victoria Tipton. Casey Aaron Tomachek.
Let's go, Casey! Woo!
Nathan Charles Trenny. Nicole Deborah Weidlinger. Mara Ray Williams. Dylan Patrick Zalonka. Let's have a round of applause for our fifth row graduates.
Graduates, please rise. I would now like to bring our valedictorian, Dr. Shkola, to the stage.
On behalf of the class of 2019, I do hereby acknowledge and accept these diplomas. You should now move your tassel from left to right. Congratulations, class of 2019.
I got it somewhere. Somewhere, there's a picture and all of us are packed together. I'm definitely doing that when I
Hide away, they say, 'cause we don't want your broken part.
Can't your uncle take you? He was like, anytime you need a ride, just let me know. You could ride to school with me. Really?
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to introduce Apollo Ridge 50th graduating class, the class of 2019.